What is going on, everyone? I hope everyone's staying safe during this health crisis. I'm not sure if the media's been kind of overreacting or what, but nonetheless, I hope we're all going to stay safe. Today's March the 22nd. I want to do a review just in case the state goes in some type of lockdown here in New Jersey. So I figured I'd go out and do a quick video for you guys on the tires that I got a few months ago. These are the Pilot Sport all-season performance tire. And I want to talk to you guys about it. I've been driving for a few months with these tires. I put some miles on them. And as a matter of fact, I've been through quite a few tires with this vehicle. This is my 2015 Dodge Charger Scat Pack with just about 120,000 miles. I believe I'm one of the few YouTubers with extremely high mileage, 392. And I have extensive coverage on it. If you want to subscribe, check it out. I have plenty of footage on that. But let's get back to the tire. So I've been actually purchasing a lot of cheap tires lately because I go through them so quickly for probably reasons like this.
Oh, that's a good one.
Reasons like that. So I am going to try to be not doing this and that to extend the life of these particular tires, because like I said, I've gotten AZ850s, I've gotten some other cheaper tires, just to, because I wear through them so quickly. But this particular time around, I wanted to get some nice tires. I haven't had a nice pair of Michelins, and I never had any of the Pilot Sport, although these are the all-season, not to be confused with some of the more crazier tires that Michelin produces. So I want to talk about that. I have shown to you guys right now the rating that Tire Rack gives. This is their ratings. I'm kind of use that based off of how I feel the tires perform. So with that, as you can see here, Tire Rack kind of gives, I think it's like 5 ratings. You have wet, dry, I think ride quality, or like the noise factor, and like tread life, I believe. I don't know if that's 4 or 5, but I'm kind of cover them. So the first thing I want to talk about is the dry traction. It's a decent day, but let's go ahead and let's demonstrate how these tires do with some handling, if we shall. So right here. Now, I'm used to decent handling tires. This is a heavy car, not the best handling car, but it is a decent handling car nonetheless. Dry traction, in particular the way the car handles, is what I'd expect. It hooks up. That was second gear, so if I had it in first, listen, this car, if you're watching this video because you're more interested in tires, you're not too familiar with the vehicle, it does make 485 horsepower. It is a 6.4 liter Hemi, so it is, if I want to spin tires, I can spin tires, no big deal. But you can see here the car does handle pretty good. And I also wanted to let you guys know that I've gotten the vehicle 4 brand new shocks to go along with my 4 new tires, courteous of MaxCare, as a Dodge warranty that I have on this vehicle. So these are like 4 brand new shocks that I have to go along with this. So it's not as if I'm kind of testing out the tires with like 100,000 miles on factory suspension or original suspension. So just kind of taking around a couple turns to show you guys that the car does do a pretty good job of handling. And I'm not obviously treating this like a racetrack. I'm treating this more like spirited driving. Obviously, I'm not on a racetrack, which...
Please try again.
That was rude.
Cancelled.
Thank you. So, the reason why I think you guys probably want to watch videos like mine is because I'm not, I track this car. I have my phone with the car. But, you guys can watch Tire Rack. You guys can watch the professionals take the vehicles with the tires on a racetrack and give you their professional opinion. That's great. I think you should watch that. But I'm more the average guy. I feel like I'm going to be more like what you can expect or what you're going to see or do with a vehicle. So I think that's why there's some value with my videos, to show you guys on a real life, from an average person, an average spirited driver, an average gearhead, like what I think on tires. So So dry traction, I think they give it an 8. That's as high as I would give it. It's what I expect. I expect these tires to do phenomenally well, to be honest with you, although it's an all season. So the highest I would give it would be an 8. Now, where I'd probably give it like 7.5, but 8 would be the highest. So I think they're kind of stretching it there. But where this tire really impresses me, which we'll get to here in a second, because bridge time. This car is phenomenal. Where the tire really impresses me, which I really want to go with this video, is the wet traction, which I believe Tire Rack gave it the same rating as an 8. I would give it a minimum of a 9. I am so impressed with the way these tires are in the rain. I mean, this is not a car that it would be the best car to take out in any type of bad inclement weather. But with that being said, as you can probably see here, like, I'm able to actually get on my car in the rain and really hit the gas and go. And I'm just doing that to kind of demonstrate the type of traction you can get out of these tires in the rain, because usually with a more average tire, some of the cheaper tires I've had, I could not have done that. So where I'm really impressed is the rain. I almost want to do a video in the rain to kind of demonstrate like how well this car does. I mean, I can almost like, I couldn't floor it, but I could get on it in the rain, and it has traction. It blows my mind. I mean, the only time I remember really driving a vehicle that did well in the rain was I rented a GTR, which is all-wheel drive. I was really able to hammer that thing, and I don't think that thing had the appropriate tires either for the rain. But to have a rear-wheel drive platform with almost 500 horsepower in the rain, I can hit the gas the way that I'm showing you guys, is pretty damn amazing, nonetheless. Pull here. So like I said, I kind of eased into it, but the traction is pretty good actually. Once again, the rain is phenomenal. If you have a car or you're hesitant to get a car like this, any type of rear-wheel drive, front engine V8 in particular vehicle, if you are hesitant and you don't mind spending the money, which we'll get into next, I really highly recommend these tires. So what I paid for these tires, so the rear tires are 275s, and I paid, I think it was like 260. Oh jeez. Alright, so that spun them there. So let's get into what I paid for the tires, because that's a big factor. I've mentioned before that I get usually cheaper tires, but I wanted to, I just got the 4 new shocks I mentioned previously, and I felt like now was the time to actually spend the money on a good pair of tires. And as I mentioned before, the rain's phenomenal. If you're looking at if you're scared to get a more high horsepower car, rear-wheel drive platform because of stuff like rain, these tires would inspire a lot of confidence, in my opinion. Let's talk about price. So the rears are 275s, which is the factory size is 245, which is what I have up front. So 275s, I think, were like 260 or 265, and I think the fronts were like 250 or 240, somewhere in that price point. So they're expensive. I mean, I can get tires for probably half that. The AZ 850s were way cheaper, and it's not a bad tire if you just are in a crunch or you're just burning through tires. Not a bad tire at all, but these tires, you are getting what you pay for. So do I think they're worth the money? Yeah, yes I do. If they're in your budget, I mean, obviously if you get a car like this, you can anticipate spending more on gas, more on tires. It's just what it is. A lot of people need to remember this is still a performance vehicle. So yeah, you gotta take in consideration gas and stuff like that. So yeah, I think they're worth it. It's probably about, I think with shipping, it was somewhere like $1,000. So from Tire Rack, which obviously I have no sponsorship with Tire Rack, that is where I got the tires from. Let's turn right here. And by the way, I know Tire Rack, I think they were talking about the noise of the tires, and they get a pretty low rating. I don't really hear these tires. Now granted, this is a louder car, maybe if you have a quieter car, maybe they're considered loud. They don't seem to bother me personally, but people can do this. So I think we covered the bases. So kind of a quick recap here. You know, the dry traction, because I'm being a stickler, I guess if you want to say, hey, they're all season, sure, give them an 8. But compared to other tires, they're just average. They're no different than any other performance tire. You can get this type of dry traction with most decent tires. Once again, the wet traction, though, I would 100% give that an 8. Excuse me, a 9. Geez, sorry. I would minimum give that a 9. It's very impressive. Like I said, I don't have a ton of footage on me driving around in the rain, but when I do, I seem to have no issue with it at all. So once again, the wet traction, I would give it a 9. A solid 9. And I'm not giving it a 10 just because there might be another tire out there I haven't experienced yet. The road and noise comfort, I think they was pretty low. You know what? I'm probably forgetting winter traction. I can't comment on that because I haven't driven it in snow. But that would be NA. But road noise, I don't see why it's not at least an 8. It might just because I'm in a 392 and I tend to drive a little more spiritedly anyway, so there's more noise with it anyway. But I would give that at least an 8. So that's my overall opinion on it. If you guys have any questions, anything you want me to answer, especially as I continue driving the vehicle, make sure you comment below. If I were to compare these tires to another tire that I have driven, these do remind me a lot of the Continental DWS, which is another all-performance, all-season tire. And you have to keep in mind, although I'm being tough with the rating for my dry traction, it is hard to find a good all-season tire. Alright guys, I want to wrap this video up. I'm sorry I got interrupted like 10 different times trying to make this video. Hopefully my editing doesn't make it appear to be such the case, but I was interrupted a billion times. I want to do a proper sign out for you guys. So I hope you guys find this video informative. If you have any questions about the tires, obviously I'm going to continue driving and learning more about them. So if there's something I didn't answer, ask below. I'll try my best to answer it. Once again, I'm not a professional, but I am an experienced veteran with this vehicle, and I've been through many tires, and I think there is value there, which is what I'm trying to bring to you guys. A non-professional opinion, a non-racetrack opinion, just like, hey, how do these tires do in the street with this particular vehicle? So if you like the video, please smash that like button. I'm sure if you watch other YouTubers, it's very obvious and evident by now that our videos and how they perform have a lot to do with the likes and dislikes and all that other good jazz. So please smash that like button. Once again, comment below. Please consider subscribing. My 2015 Charger Scat Pack has 120,000 miles. If you're curious about Mopar products, like, you should watch me and other YouTubers for real input to see how these cars really hold up. I also have a Mustang that I'm toying with that I've had forever, and I also have a Super that hopefully, God, will be done any day now, although with this whole situation going on, I'm sure that's going to get pushed back even further. But once again, guys, I appreciate you for watching. Take it easy.
It's true, baby, won't you let the light